Ibrahim Karanja.
Thank you very much. Yes, we are in Mbeere North, and the Democratic Party leader, Justin Muturi, has just arrived here to cast his ballot. I think I'll take the opportunity to speak to him even before he votes, to get to hear what he tells us. Asante sana for speaking to us. You're live on NTV, and you're here to cast your ballot quite early. How is the process so far? Because I'm sure you have your people on the ground speaking to you. And what have you seen about the process?
Thank you very much, and good morning to you. I've been making follow-ups from various stations since 6 a.m. And so far, I can say the reports I've received are that this process has started smoothly, and there are no hiccups. Of course, in some places I've received some very interesting stories that young men and young girls are walking to the polling centers, holding their ID cards and saying, now, whatever it takes, we must cast our ballots. And I think, for me, I think so far it is encouraging. I have no cause to complain. Yeah. So far, so good.
Then, immediately after you cast your ballot, you had indicated that you'll be moving around the constituency. Is this still the case? And what time is your candidate also, the DP candidate, expected to vote, and where?
Well, my candidate is registered in his ward, Momenji. I understand at Kanyuombora Primary School. That's where I'll be voting. He had indicated to me last night when we parted that we'll be casting his ballot around midday today.
So far, how do you assess the complaints you had about possibility of interference, say through goons or insecurity? What is your assessment so far within the first hour of voting?
Within the first hour, there's been no incidents that's been reported. I have checked with the people in Chicago around the town. I've checked with the people around Ishara. And here, as you can see, the situation is calm. And therefore, my assumption is that if all goes well, we should get an instant-free polling day. Yeah.
Do you have any concerns about the roadblocks that have been erected along the roads?
Well, I heard the story about the roadblocks. The particular report I will mention about the roadblocks started saying that we were elected from around Mbeere, which is in Kanyuombora County, coming all the way to Embu. I think it is a good thing because if the police are serious, then they should be able to pick out any bad elements that may be coming from outside the county to come and disrupt the process. Yeah, I think it's a good thing.
Yes, I said that it is you in the opposition who are planning to plant goons and blame the government for it.
We have no intention of doing anything like that. In any event, as you can see, you will see here where we are. We cannot plant goons because we can almost predict the results. I have voted here since 1974, and I know I can tell you, I know the voting pattern. I'm very, very confident, and we have no reason to even imagine of bring goons that could cause disruption, cause intimidation and fear, and discourage candidates from voters from coming to vote.
The Democratic Party leader, Justin Muturi, they are now heading to the polling station to see whether his name is on the register and eventually to cast his ballot. Today here at Kanyuombora Primary School, his stream is stream number 1, and we will be capturing that moment for you, of course, and even giving privacy later when he goes to the polling booth. Remember, that particular process is very private. So, Eric, earlier on, I was indicating why Mbeere Ward is in particular very interested with more than half the voters of Mbeere North constituency. So we are speaking about voters in excess of 25,000 from Mbeere Ward alone. And the area MCA for this particular area resigned to vie for Member of Parliament. Also, another member, area MCA who resigned is the area MCA for Momenji, who is the Democratic Party candidate. Newton Karish, he also resigned to vie to be Member of Parliament. Now, that means that after this particular by-election, National Assembly by-election, the people of Mbeere Ward, Mbeere constituency, Mbeere North constituency, 2 wards in Mbeere North constituency, will be going back again for another by-election of electing 2 MCAs. We are speaking about the MCA for Evurore, which is currently vacant, with the MCA having resigned, and also the MCA for Muminji Ward, which is also a seat that is currently vacant. So we will be seeing some other by-election in the next few weeks here in Mbeere North constituency, 2 of the 3 wards. And that is why it's such an interesting, it's such an important area to see. And the live pictures that you're seeing there are of the Democratic Party leader, Justin Muturi, former Speaker of the National Assembly, also former Cabinet Secretary and former Attorney General. Now just about to go through the process, approaching the IEBC officers, seeing whether his details or even his biometrics will be found through the KIMS kit. Will it be, as we saw earlier, of those that are not found, or will it be found? These are some of the things that we are trying to see. Of course, they have to try with all the fingers, and we saw other people told to, you know, rub their palm together so that they identified. And I think for Justin Muturi, the ID number right now being keyed in before he casts his ballot. This same polling station, or this same polling center, is where yet another political heavyweight in Mbeere North will be voting from. That is Lenny Kivuti, who we do not know what time he will be making to come here, but he will also be casting his ballot from here. We also know, so apparently for Justin Muturi, he is not supposed to vote from this stream, so he has been redirected to a different stream, clearly not stream number 1. We will be following to see whether he is found, because they looked at his ID records and his details, and stream number 1 is not where he's supposed to be voting from. So now he is being redirected to stream number 2 to vote from there, if at all, again, his name is found there. And as I was indicating, in this polling center is where yet another political heavyweight, that is Lenny Kivuti, will be voting from. We will be seeing this. We also know the candidates, some of the candidates, including UDA's Leo Wamuthende, will be voting from the Siakago Social Hall. And we also know that the Democratic from Muminji Ward later in the day, and we will for our viewers. But so far, Justin Muturi trying to find his name on his second polling station. I think they also want to serve him, because he's gone through the queue very fast. They also want to serve him for him to exit, by the state of him being a politician and crowds milling around him as he got to the this particular spot. Will his name be found here? Yes, you can hear the ABC officials actually having to shout one's name, and loudly shout one's name, then eventually check through their biometrics to see whether they'll find them in the KIMS kit. If he's not found, then he'll have to rub his palm. That is what Justin Muturi is being told to do. We've seen this happening with other voters here, especially those of advanced age, because their fingerprints are not being found. And right now, as you can see, fingerprints for Justin Muturi also taking quite some time to be found. And if it's not found, then there are other ways to identify him. He has been found in the KIMS kit. So yes, we take it back to studio, but this is what is happening here in Mbeere North constituency. One of the contests to watch. I bring it back to you, Eric and Mariam.
There reporting to us from Kanyuombora Primary School in Mbeere North constituency.